Hey everybody, welcome to the live. We are live from Icon of the Seas. It is night 2, which is elegant slash dress your best night. Hopefully a couple of you guys join here in a minute. Y'all know, like, it's getting to be a thing. If I'm gonna do a live on YouTube, it's gonna take me 2 or 3 tries to get it set up right. I have to do a better job of practicing my lives, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start telling you guys a little bit about where we are and what has happened so far. So like I said, this is day 2. So yesterday was embarkation day, and I am on Icon of the Sea sharing a room with someone, but I am here solo. So a ship this size has been extremely overwhelming. I have definitely had some moments that were almost a breakdown. I definitely am. Hey, Kristen, girl. Good. Okay, you came over here and found me. I think you left Instagram and came over here. So yeah, so there is definitely. Hey, Desiree. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in live. So I was saying, like, whenever I do a live, apparently I have to do this multiple times on YouTube. I am just not good at doing these lives. Y'all know, like, I'm always on IG. IG is my thing, but YouTube is a little struggle. But I gotta come over here and show y'all some love, just to kind of talk about what's going on Icon. But yeah, this is day 2. So wow, what a first day. It was definitely a day yesterday. I will say, for as far as like boarding process and everything was flawless when it came to boarding. And surprisingly, oh, thank you, Aries girl, I appreciate it. So even though I had issues with the app, so all of these cruise lines are catching up to technology and everything is done through the app, and it's supposed to be easy and seamless. Hey, my cruising family. Hey, Leslie. But I am just finding that I always have some issues with apps. So I wasn't able to do like my express check-in. So check-in was supposed to be even easier than it was. But luckily they were able to help me very quickly. You guys will hear me talk about it in the embarkation video. But I was supposed to get to the cruise port at 2:30. I actually arrived about 12-ish, and I walked right through. I mean, there was no wait anywhere, not in the terminal, not in line. I mean, it was super simple. Hey, Carla G girl, I'm glowing. Thanks, girl. That's the ring light. Don't let the ring light fool you. I agree with everyone. You look great. Oh, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments. But I mean, boarding this ship, I was so worried about what the process would be like, especially with me coming at 2:30. So Port of Miami can be hit or miss. I have had very good luck. We're gonna knock on wood on that one. But I've had amazing luck when it comes to boarding in Port of Miami, where I've never been just completely caught up in traffic. But there have been times where I've heard horror stories of people like literally getting out of their lifts and walking like to the port because traffic is that backed up. Hey, MH family, Adventures in the house. My girl Raquel showed us the way of what I needed to be showing on this ship. So hey girl, so happy you were able to experience Icon during one of the shakedown preview sailings, and loving seeing her content. Be sure to subscribe to her channel if you get an opportunity. Oh, we got 20 of y'all in here. And so is Sunday night the hot spot? Like, is everybody up this late at night? But yeah, so boarding was like flawless. Definitely didn't have any issues there. Coming on the ship, it lives up to everything you think when you first walk on. Like, they were very meticulous to make it to where one of the Pearl was one of the first things you see when you come on. And if you've watched any videos like I have stalked Icon of the Seas content for the last couple weeks, well, really months. And so when you walk on, you see like this huge, beautiful area called the Pearl, which is in the promenade. And it's just like completely captivating. They had Icon spelled out. It's in real flowers, like right there up front. So everything is pretty. They greeted you with champagne and fruit punch. So, I mean, when you got on, you knew it was about to be a party. Of course, the previous 3-day cruise before us came back the day before, so there was a day between where no one was on the ship. So the cabins were ready when we first boarded, so I was able to come on and go straight to my cabin, which was amazing. Love being able to do that. and go to the room. So I will reserve what I think of the cabin, other than saying I have an ocean view balcony. So I do have a balcony cabin that points out to the ocean, which is just, you know, standard balcony cabin. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. You guys will see more on that in the video of what I think of it. As far as, let's see, what did I do after I embarked? Y'all, let me say this. We need all the tea. Yeah, I hear you, girl. I'm trying to get it for y'all. So I will say, when I came on this cruise, I knew that Royal Caribbean wanted this to be a family ship. It's geared towards families. My plan for this year and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out of the habit saying plan, but what I'm going to do is focus more on solo content. We are getting in that solo content bag. So that means doing cruises that make sense for solo travelers so that I can really share information and help you guys to travel. And I kind of got to that point after doing my Friendsgiving cruise, because I saw and really understood how much it means to people to be able to book that first solo cruise and actually succeed at taking it. And that's what I love to do, and so I want my content to be geared towards that. So a ship like this probably wouldn't be something I would do in the future. It's absolutely beautiful, but as far as for my brand, I don't see myself wanting to do Icon again. I know I probably shouldn't say that so early, because that's gonna let you know how the videos are gonna be. We still have, you know, 5 more days for my mind to change, but I'm impressed with the layout. I'm impressed with the aesthetic and everything that's on here. But for me personally, I prefer more of a laid back, relaxing vibe. And even though there are areas on this ship where you can do that, this is just so much ship that I don't feel like I can justify spending this amount of money to enjoy it. So yeah, my cruising family said, that's smart though, you're focused. Yeah, I mean, like, I think you have to focus on what the goals are and what makes sense. I think for me, if I was going to do one, if I would have known more about Royal Caribbean and what was to come, I probably would have done Utopia, because Utopia is a 3-4 day sailing. And even though it's a huge ship, I feel like 3 or 4 days is the sweet spot for a first time solo cruiser. So you probably don't want to jump out the gate and do 7 days just in case you don't like it. And so I feel like Utopia of the Seas would have been a great ship for me to experience at the beginning. Now, I am not a person who has to go on inaugurals. This is my second time cruising an inaugural sailing. My first one was the Carnival Celebration, which was Thanksgiving, which was very special to me because I love, you know, my Thanksgiving is like my first cruise I vlogged was a Thanksgiving cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And now I have an annual group cruise. So Thanksgiving is a special time for me. So I love the fact that that was kind of wrapped in with the celebration. But even after that sailing, just seeing like things that weren't ready, them trying to improve and figure out like the efficiency. Some of the restaurants had extremely long waits, which I understand. Like, I'm not a person that's going to complain about really anything when I'm on a cruise. But we had very, very long wait times. They were trying to learn things. And so for me, other than as being a content creator and trying to be the first one to showcase that ship, I don't see a reason for me to really go on inaugurals. Now, I will say, experiencing this in Royal Caribbean, this ship so far, there have been very little issues. Like, I have not seen a line. I haven't waited in a line for anything. Now, I am hearing that we are not at full capacity. We're somewhere between 75 to 80%. So there are about 5,000 passengers on here versus the 7,000 and whatever it holds. But I mean, crowding has not been a thing. Sig said, hey girl, so glad to see you in here live. I'm at the Wiz show. See you later. I will watch the replay. Yeah, thanks, Sig. Be sure to leave team replay in the chat if you catch the replay. Let me make sure I haven't missed any other comments here. It is night in Syracuse, New York. Yep, it's night here too. Hey, Miss D25, who is a solo traveler too. Hello, Nisi and chat family. Hey everybody. Be sure to hit that like button if you are here in the live. Y'all know I don't do lives very often, so I gotta get a little courage. This is scary for me. I don't know what it is about YouTube live, but it just throws me for a loop. Yeah, so some of the other things that have been great about this cruise is there are so many content creators. It's almost like a family reunion. Some of your faves are on here. Life of Us TV is here. Of course, Rich and Jazzy, Addie and Terry. Travel Spree is here. Sig Solo Cruiser. Team Reese. Parker's on the go. Forgive me if I'm missing anybody off the top of my head, but those are the people I've seen the most around the ship. I haven't met JJ Cruz, but I heard they're here also. So yeah, so definitely a ton of cruise content creators on here. So that's been a great thing, and I guess something that is a positive about coming on an inaugural. I don't know what's going on behind me, but okay. All right, so that's one of the positives, I guess, about coming on an inaugural is seeing people. Thank you, Iris. I appreciate it. She said you're doing great and look beautiful. Yeah, but as far as like for the cost, because a lot of times if you come on the inaugural, the price is going to be so inflated because everyone is like flocking to be the first of the first. I just don't see it as being any reason for anybody to go that's not creating content. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you want to do that and just have that as a memory, of course, by all means do it. But for me, like, so far the gifts have been let's talk about the gifts. So normally when you come on an inaugural, they do special things, and some of the special things they've done so far for us are, we had hats on our bed when we got in. So we have hats that say Icon of the Seas. Today they delivered us some water bottles that say Icon of the Seas, and they did a firework show at Sail Away, which I thought that was pretty cool. Now that I liked the fireworks. That was a good addition. And last night they did a balloon drop in the promenade at midnight. Now I did not appreciate having to stay up to midnight because y'all know your girl be wanting to go to sleep, but I think it was beautiful. I just don't understand what the whole thing was when they dropped the balloons. I think everybody started stomping them because they just started popping like crazy. So it was a lot going on. I didn't know whether they hit the floor, take off running, or what to do. But yeah, so we had that. So those have been some of the only things that I've seen that have been, I guess, special for this sailing as an inaugural. So we'll see. Maybe there's more to come. Maybe there will be something else that happens a little bit later on. But for now, yeah, for the extra price, right, Gators, I'm telling you, you gotta hit the floor if you start hearing popping and balloons and stuff. I don't care ship or not. Like, first things first is safety. Yeah, so that is kind of my stance on this ship as a natural. Jazzy hit the floor. Oh no, Carla, she wasn't trying to. I don't know who. I'm telling you, people can be so rude. Like, so, but yeah, because I saw that. Hey Kiki and Ray are on here. Team Reese Travels. Be sure to check out their channel if you get an opportunity. They were live a little bit earlier, and I stole their spot, and they gave me a little encouragement to get on here and go live with you guys. Yeah, so let's see, what else can I tell you about the first day? Definitely overwhelming. I had a game plan coming into this cruise, and a way that I really wanted to capture content. I wanted to film one neighborhood per day and experience one neighborhood per day. So if you don't know, this ship is laid out in what they call neighborhoods, and I will say I feel like that process has been one of the best things they could do, because even though this ship is huge and holds so many people, everything is positioned in different parts of the ship to keep the flow of traffic going. So there are 8 neighborhoods. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but one of them is the suite, so I knew I wouldn't be going to that one. So I was like, we have 7 days and 7 neighborhoods. So my plan was to hit one neighborhood each day. Now, that was the plan. Keep that in mind. I got on this ship and I hit every neighborhood. I went and saw everything. Now, I didn't record it, but I did go and see everything. Now, mind you, it's no telling how many steps I've taken. I think I need to wear my Apple Watch tomorrow just to figure out how many steps I've taken, because I have been on the go. But I saw everything. Everything is just really colorful and beautiful, which is a great thing. But I think for me, it was just a lot, and it was just overwhelming. And so by the time we got to Sail Away, I was like sitting in a chair, and I was like, girl, are you about to cry? Like, what is going on? Whatever it is, you need to go ahead and get it out your system, because we are on a 7-day sailing. You know you need to be creating videos, so you got to get it together. Now, y'all, I'm a Cancer, and I live to it. I don't really believe in astrological signs, but they say Cancers are super sensitive and always crying, and that's me. So, sometimes I just have to get that cry on out the way. So yesterday I felt it coming on. Hey, Parker's on the go. Be sure to check out their channel. They are here also. But I felt it coming on that sail away. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, I feel so stressed and overwhelmed. What is going on? Let's pull this together. But some kind of way I snapped out of it, got it together, and was able to keep going. But I think I just got on this ship and I hit it hard, and I just saw so much, did so much, and was just so excited and just kind of like running around that I got stressed. Trev and Chelsea did a ship tour. It's 2 hours long. Good grief. See, I knew y'all were not getting a ship tour out of me. Like, I don't even think I could talk long enough to do a ship tour, even though I've been talking to y'all for 15 minutes. It's y'all family. I can talk to y'all for 15 minutes, but talking to myself and touring this ship, I can't do it. Now, I will say, even after everything I said about how like stressed and overwhelmed I was when I got on yesterday, I actually stayed up until like 3 this morning. It was like 2:30 or 3, and walked the ship and like recorded some areas at night. So let me know in the chat what you guys think about seeing the ship at night. So I actually love seeing the ship when nobody's around. I think some people would think it's a little creepy to like be on a dark ship, nobody else is walking around, nothing's going on, but I really enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys would want to see, because I think it's a really cool concept, and I honestly don't like recording around people. I don't like, because I try not to get especially like children in between my camera, and in between the shots and stuff. And so I like the concept of like staying up late and recording when nobody else is around. So as y'all can see, like, it's not even that late and nobody is here in this area. So yeah. Kristen said that's a good perspective. Others usually record during the day. Yeah, okay. All right, so I might stick with it. I feel you. Yeah, I mean, it just feels awkward just trying to avoid people. I know the worst one for me was on the Ascent when I did the buffet. And like people were like piling food on their plates, and I'm like behind them with the camera. I was like, this is so weird. So we got to figure out a way to record when people aren't all in my way. Plus I get aggravated. Let's see here. What else do we have in the comments? I love seeing the empty ship too. Okay, good. All right, so that's 2 votes for the empty ship. So that may be the route we go. As long as I can stay up at night. Which means I need some naps during the day. I have not had a nap today, but I have been in the bed. Hey, we got 43 people here and 25 likes. Be sure to hit that like button so we can push this out to more people, so I'll do more lives. Yes, we would love to see the night feel of the ship. Can't wait to see your review on the food as well. Yes, Miss DD25, I would love to do some reviews of the food. So I'm actually headed to the only specialty restaurant booking I have, which is at Hooked, which is the seafood place. So I am going to do a full video there. I have not done any recording today. Today has been just relaxing and trying to, you know, rest up since I stayed up so late last night. But as far as food, there are a lot of like little, I guess I would consider them to be snack bars around. And so like I went to one today in the Surfside neighborhood, which is the family like children's area, and I grabbed a cheeseburger and fries just because it was just, I was like, I don't know what I really want. I just want something close just to eat. But I will say, like, they have a lot of cafes. There's like Curl Cafe, Park Cafe, that are in different parts of the ship, and they have like ready-made sandwiches and like fruit cups and things you can grab, and they look amazing. Like, I have to give Royal Caribbean that. And I feel like I'm finally getting to a point where I can kind of like rate and say, okay, this cruise line offers the best of this one offers the best of that. And if I had to say what Royal Caribbean does great on, hands down, is Coco Cay, which we'll be going to the last day of the sailing. So that's their private island. I don't think any private island can touch it. I've seen where Carnival is coming out with their celebration key or whatever, and I think they did some announcements about it today with their petty selves trying to announce it during Icon. I peeped that. But yeah, so I think that Royal Caribbean does a great job on that. I think when it comes to like desserts and things that are presented and laid out for you where you don't have to wait or order anything, I think that they have that hands down. And I think the decor on this ship is beautiful. I think this is probably one of the most beautiful ships I've seen. Now, the Celebrity Ascent is up there. It's very, very close. They're like neck and neck. But those things, I feel like Royal Caribbean has a really good grasp on that. And you know, for Carnival, of course, fun ship, and that's what I think people fail to understand who don't really branch out and do like one cruise line. I think people don't understand like the cruise lines are tailored for certain audiences. Now this particular sailing for this Icon sailing, they would not allow me to book as a solo traveler. Like I had to book with someone. So I don't know if that was a glitch in the system or if that was a one-day thing, but I don't think they really want you on here solo, to be honest. I mean, I'm just saying, like if they're not gonna let you book it, and the price is just so, you know, up there that it doesn't really logically make sense. So, you know, that's just kind of is what it is, but it's still great to experience. I think if you come on here, like I could see me coming on here with a group of women that want to like just party, because there are so many different like clubs. That's one thing I've been really impressed with about this ship too, is everything has its own club. So you know, a lot of times on ships, like the club transforms to the comedy club, and then at night they pull the chairs out and it's like the dance club, and then you do karaoke in there. This ship isn't like that. Everything is separated. There is an entire karaoke club on here. There's an entire comedy club that is like has the decor in the attic of the of a regular comedy club. Hey, your favorite couple is in the house who is also on the ship. What's up, everybody? Be sure to subscribe to their channel. Jasmine said there are solo cabins. Really? Okay. I didn't see them. Maybe they were sold out when I bought mine. So I have to take a look at that. So maybe that's why I couldn't book, is because I didn't have one of the solo cabins. But who knows? We'll take a look. But yeah, so I love that about this ship, is that everything is like separated out. I know the ice skating rink, which is Absolute Zero, I think they're going to turn that into a club for like a certain red party or something. They did that when I was on the other sailing on Freedom of the Seas. And you know, that's not an issue, but everything else pretty much is separated. And there's like a blues and jazz club on here, which I am so excited about. I popped by there last night and they had like a live band. Like they had the guy with like the cello, the saxophone player, all of that like actually playing. So I am very, very excited about that. And I think that oh, sorry y'all, my light went out. But I think that is going to cause like a certain group of people to gravitate and really have a good time over there. Let me pull this up. Alright guys, well, it's actually time for me to go to dinner. So that was great timing for the light to go out. But I appreciate you guys joining. Be sure to hit that like button on the way out. Hopefully I can schedule another live here soon and talk to you guys maybe tomorrow for C-Day and get it scheduled so you know ahead of time. But thanks for rocking with me on this one, and I will see you guys next time.